Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, folks, there is not a lot of suspense in the primaries this year. But there was big news today from the one voting bloc who could sway the 2024 election, federal judges, because around 10 a.m. this morning, the D.C. Appeals Court issued a ruling in Trump's January 6th case rejecting Donald Trump's claim of absolute immunity. Yes, the law applies to everyone. Lowest bar, lowest bar, lowest bar. All right, here's what happened. I was hoping you'd be more of a ruthless mob. Now, here's what happened. Trump's lawyers argued that presidents can get away with any crime they commit in office as long as the Senate does not then impeach them. But the bipartisan three-judge panel smacked that down in a unanimous ruling. Folks, these cowardly judges will not admit who they are. They choose to remain unanimous. And in the United States... So it's official. Former presidents are not immune from prosecution. Now, that should be obvious. But it's never actually been tested in court because no former president until Trump has been indicted. That is, until they bust Jimmy Carter for his liquor store holdups. Now, the judges quickly pointed out the stupid in Trump's idiocy, saying it would be a striking paradox if the president, who alone is vested with the constitutional duty to, quote, take care that the laws be faithfully executed, were the sole officer capable of defying those laws with impunity. Yes. That's why the Ten Commandments don't read, thou shalt not commit adultery, except for Moses, who gets a heavenly hall pass to part that sea, if you know what I'm saying. Now, Trump is out there saying now that he wants to debate Biden immediately, right? He wants to debate Biden now. And yesterday, Biden responded to Trump's debate challenge as he exited a bubble tea shop in Nevada.
Donald Trump said he's ready to debate you right now. Do you accept? Will you debate him?
If I were him, I'd want him to debate me, too. We got nothing else to do.
Wow. That, I would tell you, you go, Joe. That is actually the most badass you can sound while holding bubble tea. There's a reason James Bond's drink order isn't boba, mango, shaken, then poked through the lid with a comically large straw. I've never had one of these before. I was not prepared for the choking hazard. Now, while in Nevada, Biden also spoke at a union meeting where he reflected on how great his sister Valerie is.
My sister's a hell of a lot greater than I am. My sister was 3 years younger than me. She's now 23 years younger than me. I don't know how the hell that happened.
However that happened, is there any way we can do that to you, too? Can we get you whatever pills she's on, maybe grind them up and put them in your bubble tea? Now, really upsetting. Now, Biden, I have found that you should really have the food in rehearsal.
Yes.
If Biden does debate Trump, it's going to be a challenging thing to avoid any big gaffes. Just this past Sunday, during a speech in Las Vegas, Biden said he had a conversation in 2021 with former President Francois Mitterrand. Just one problem. Mitterrand died in 1996. Now, everyone's saying he meant Macron, and saying the wrong name could happen to anyone. You know how it is. You're on a date with someone new, you go back to their place, things are getting pretty hot and heavy, and then in a moment of passion, you accidentally scream out the name of long-dead French President Francois Mitterrand. But here's the thing. I think this may not have been an actual gaffe. I think this could be proof that Joe Biden has the ability to communicate with the dead world leaders. He's so old, he straddles the line between this world and the next. That means, follow me, that means Biden can pierce the veil of mortality to assemble the greatest team to tackle any problem. Here's a photo of him discussing climate change with Lincoln, Churchill, Joan of Arc, and Genghis Khan. I'm telling you, it's a feature, not a bug. It's all summed up in his new campaign slogan, Biden 2024, I see dead people. Now, how long, what is this? What is this today? Okay. We are less than a week away from what many have called America's Super Bowl, the Super Bowl. And this year, it's going to be real good because it's going to be live right here on CBS. And after the game, you stay tuned for a special post-game late show. Boom, right there. Get all the highlights. Get all the highlights and in-depth analysis from me, a guy who spent one day on his high school football team. And every other day playing Dungeons & Dragons. I'll have all the latest hit points, the saving throws, the armor classes, and how the game would have been different if the 49ers kicker was a half-elven mage. Now, the festivities already kicked off last night at the site of the Super Bowl, Allegiant Stadium down in Vegas, where the NFL held Super Bowl opening night. Are you ready to get ready for some football at a later time? Everything was completely over the top. The theme of the night appeared to be doing mushrooms at Carnival with head injury. Then it was time for the big moment, the entrance of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs!
I gotta say, Coach Andy Reid does not look that happy to be there. I told you guys we should have parked closer to the Super Bowl. Come on. Come on, they're saying our name. Come on, that's us, guys. Keep up, let's go. Of course, the whole point of this media day is to get up close and personal with the players and get as much information as we can about Taylor Swift.
Which Taylor Swift album title resonates with your character or persona most?
Red.
Why?
Because I get sunburn a lot.
Album title, Speak Now, because I am speaking right now. The media went right to the source, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, and asked him about Swift's new album, but he refused to spill the tay-tay-tee-tee.
I have heard some of it, yes, and it is unbelievable. I can't wait for her to shake up the world when it finally drops. Oh, I can't give you anything. I leave that up to her.
Okay, he zipped it and he locked it, but he did not put it in his pocket. Media, find that key. It's on the ground someplace around the chair. Even San Francisco's quarterback Brock Purdy was asked whether Swift will affect his performance.
If it comes down to it, Brock, and it's late in the fourth quarter, are you prepared to disappoint Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Of course he's willing to disappoint Taylor Swift. It's one of the best ways to get her to write a song about you. It'll show up in her next album, the I Tortured Brock Purdy Department. Now, here's the thing. A lot of right-wing conspiracy theorists out there believe the Super Bowl is a Taylor Swift-Joe Biden psyop. Now, I thought it was crazy, too, until I saw the CIA's new logo, Central Intelligence Agency, Taylor's version. Further stoking the conspiracy theories out there is the fact that while the Taylor Swift's beloved Chiefs are preparing at the state-of-the-art Las Vegas Raiders practice facility, the 49ers have to use a practice field at UNLV where the NFL put in sod on top of field turf. The 49ers complained, but NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell dismissed the issue, saying, it's a very playable surface. Roger, just because both fields are playable doesn't mean they're equal. For the lady, we have the chocolate raspberry souffle drizzled in warm salted caramel. And for the gentleman, a lint-covered gummy bear fished out of the busboy's pocket. The chef assures us both are very edible. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Joy Ann Reid and Asia Wilson. But when we come back, a farewell to a friend. Stick around.